Hey VC, it's Kevin here, Metal Wargods 62. I got another mail update here. The vinyls, I did one just a little bit ago on the CD, so anyway, let's get into it. I've seen this on Facebook going for quite a while now that this was coming out. I did pick this up. It's on Cult Metal Classics label. This band's been around for a long time, and they put out a new album, and I'm talking about Gargoyle and the album, the Deluxe Major Metal Edition. It's okay. It's nothing earth-shattering, but still a not bad album. I picked it up. I think it was like $25, but it is. Let's see here. Black vinyl, as you can see, but there's the back. It has In Loving Memory of Paul Major Metal Delano. Of course, this has Tim Lackman, Kevin Sanders, Doug Smith, David Kennedy. Cult Metal Classics put this out, so good stuff here. And Bev, this is what if you happen to watch this video, this is kind of what I was referring to as the sleeves I use instead of the ones you open. This is a 4mm sleeve, very clear. This will not fade. It is a dual sleeve, and it definitely has a resealable flap, but I don't rarely ever open these anymore once I put them in here. You can just see the front, see the back, and then you actually put this in from the bottom here and slide it up and pull the flap over and seal it, and then the vinyls go in the top here and slide right in, and I use these clear inner poly leaves or sleeves that are static free. Very good stuff. You can pick these up. I've used a lot of outers and inner sleeves, and by far these are the best that I've ever found and used. That's all I buy now. Vinyl Storage Solutions out of Canada is who puts these out. Good friend of mine, Mike. I'll post a link to this in description below. So anyway, Gargoyle. I just got this here about 3 days ago. I haven't had a chance to hear this band out of UK. More traditional heavy metal. Actually, it was kind of hard to get, but it did come from overseas. The band was called High Treason, and Silver Bullets. Again, like I say, more new wave of traditional heavy metal sounding. This is put out in 2018 on, let's see, 3MS Music put this out, but some High Treason here. This was a pre-order. Got this the other day. I didn't like the way it came. It didn't come in a sleeve. In my opinion, it wasn't protected very well, but it came intact, and it's got a little split in the inner sleeve, but the band is called Night Cobra, and this is an EP. 4 tracks, put out by Night Cobra. It has Christian Larson, Brandon Barger, Bill Fool, Truey Biles, and Cheech on drums. believe these guys are out of the Southern California area, maybe Mexico. But like I say, I didn't like how it was packaged. Luckily it didn't come damaged, but I'll be changing these out anyway. It is on a kind of a blue, yellow, purple splatter with the custom inner rings. So, new wave of traditional heavy metal. So, good stuff. Some Night Cobra. I ordered this knowing it was going to be released on a Friday. Got it actually the day it was released. A brand new Alice Cooper, Detroit Stories, selling very well all over the world. I think it's #1 in Germany, #4 in the UK. I'm not sure what numbers it is in the US. I'm sure it'll only be on the rock charts, but they have this. They have the deluxe version, the box set version, the regular CD, jewel case version. I think the box actually comes with the CD, and it has a flashlight in there that if you flash it on the wall, you can see the eyes of it. But anyway, some new Alice Cooper. This is one of my favorite all-time live albums from this band. It's definitely in my top 5 of all time of live albums. I know a lot of people don't like live albums, but I do. And this is probably this is my favorite from this group, and it's first time on vinyl. It is out on CD, and it is out on DVD. I picked it up when it first came out, and I knew this was coming out on vinyl. I had to order it from overseas because the label wasn't in the US. They are finally in the US now, so a lot of their stuff that you could only get overseas, you can now get in the US, and they're on the Frontiers record label. This label has put out 5 or 6 of live material from this band, as well as the new one. And I'm talking about Blue Oyster Cult. And this one is A Long Day's Night, recorded live in Chicago. I believe it was at the Navy Pier. And this was in, what was it? God, you know what? We're going to open this up. So, but it has one of my all-time favorite Blue Oyster Cult songs, and the live version is phenomenal. Anyway, here it is, front, the back. This is the gatefold, and let's see here. Of course, this lineup consists of Eric Bloom, Alan Lanier, Donald Razier, Danny Miranda on bass, and Bobby Rondinelli on drums. So, let's see here. It is on black vinyl, which will be changed. Doesn't have very much information on it. God. I want to say this originally came out in the mid-90s, I want to say. But good stuff from Blue Oyster Cult. Pick it up. Um, Anyway, this band is not the breaker from Auburn Records back in the mid 80s. Different. This is Canadian breaker, put out by Cult Metal Classics. This came out in originally in 1982, and I actually came across it and was intrigued by it. Well, I ordered some CDs, I believe it was from, or vinyl from, God, I can't think of it. But anyway, as a filler, they put in this. Oh, initially I thought they sent me this just as a bonus, but it's just a cover. If anybody is looking for a cover like this, let me know. But anyway, the band is called Breaker from Canada, and the album is called In the Days of Heavy Metal. It has 5 tracks, kind of an EP of sorts, but here's the back. It has, this album is dedicated to all those who believe in days of heavy metal. And I do believe this is the only thing they ever put out. Kind of a glossy cover. Definitely, you think, like I say, do you think Breaker, you think a couple albums from the US Breaker, but this is probably maybe, I don't know, 120 gram vinyl, very light. Comes with, of course, if I get it out of there, comes with the inner sleeve here, kind of a history of the band, and then it has, I believe, all the lyrics inside of it. No, it's just the history of the whole band. But I love stuff like this that was hard to get back in the early days when it was released. So labels like Cult Metal Classic reissued it and kind of put a history and kind of a documentary written in liner notes about the band. But Breaker, In Days of Heavy Metal from 1982. I think I paid 25 bucks over on eBay, and then I pre-ordered this. Kind of pissed me off when I got it. I opened it up and it had a little damage. It's on Massacre Records only. If I'm not mistaken, either it's 50 were pressed on vinyl or 150. Anyway, I got number either 148 or 48. Yeah, it's limited to 150 red vinyl, but it came the brand new Wizard Metal in my head. Typical Wizard. They don't change. They keep it true to what they are. But pissed me off. I don't know if you can see this. Got a dog ear down here, which really made me mad. Shipped from Germany, but nonetheless, I was glad to have this new Wizard. This I got, I want to say about a month, no, not a month, probably about 3 weeks ago. This came from Nuclear Blast. This was a pre-order, and There are only 666 made. I got number 565, put out by Nuclear Blast. It is Exodus Picture Sawblade album. It has Salt of the Wound, or Salt the Wound and Wrapped in the Arms of Rage. Picture disc, I think it was 25 bucks. It comes off the album Blood In, Blood Out. So I like novelty items like this. Let's see here. Usually the play quality on these are not very good, so I just picked it up just to have it, you know. I'm a collector. So anyway, Exodus Sawtooth vinyl. Of course, I picked up both the CD and the vinyl of the latest Accept, True Mean to Die. What can I say about it? Fantastic album. I still think Blood of the Nations in the Mark Tornillo era of Accept is the best. I'd have to listen to this a little bit more to kind of put it in 1 through 5. But it's still a good album. Of course, they stay true. And this, of course, has some lineup changes as well. So, anyway, good stuff here from Accept. This is a band that originally came out late 60s, early 70s. This is the album I initially bought by them. This is sealed. This came out in 1972. It features Colin Allen, Maggie Bell, Jim McCulloch, Steve Thompson, and I'm trying to think of the other guitarist who passed away, Les Harvey. That's Alex Harvey's brother. He was a phenomenal guitar player, never got any credit where credit was due, but this band is British-based hard rock, kind of bluesy at times. Stone the Crows, I've had this one for a while. Still sealed, like I say, this is on Polydor. Fantastic stuff if you like British-based blues hard rock. Features Maggie Bell on vocals. I'm surprised this band didn't go any farther, but there was some turmoil in the band after Leslie Harvey died. The band kind of, they weren't the same. There's a documentary over on YouTube. Maybe I'll post it in the links below if you're interested into watching the video, learn a little bit about the band. And of course, this album is dedicated to Leslie Harvey, who died right after this. So, Stone the Crows. I've had that for a while. Then I went into their back catalog, and I picked up self-titled one, Stone the Crows. I believe this one came out in 1970, if I'm not mistaken. But there's the back cover. This is the inner cover. For how old it is, the cover is in actually really good shape. Let's see here. Vinyl's in really, I mean, I watched a video from Melinda. She was talking about grading vinyl and how it should be graded and stuff. This here, I would say it's probably VG Plus. It's got really good luster. Doesn't look like it has any flaws on it. And actually, this has only 5 tracks. 5 track or 4 tracks on side 1, and then side 2 is a almost an 17 and a half minute track of I Saw America on side 2. But I want to say this came out in either 69 or 70. They only put like 4 albums out, 3 albums out, somewhere in there. But Maggie Bell again on vocals. You could maybe describe her as probably Janis Joplin-esque. Maybe has a little bit more melody in her vocal range, but still a fantastic vocalist. Again, Les Harvey, Jim DeWar, Colin Allen, and John McGuinness. Whereas this one has Jimmy McCulloch on guitars, who came in after this one. But anyway, Stone the Crow, self-titled. And then I picked up another Stone the Crows called Teenage Licks, also from 72. This has a little bit of wear, but all in all, still not a bad looking cover. This is called Teenage Licks. And inside, here's the top, inside of it. 72 this came out. Later on, when they lost Les Harvey, they kind of lost a little bit of their spunk. It just wasn't the same as the earlier stuff. Again, this album is very good luster. Probably 120 gram. I'll still clean these up though. Has a little bit of a seam split up at the top here, but I'll fix that out. You'll never even know it. But yeah, some of the studio albums from Stone the Crows. Well, after the band disbanded, I think it was about 1973, 74 they disbanded. Well, Maggie Bell went and put out some solo material stuff. 2 albums that I am aware of, might be 3. But this was her critically acclaimed solo album. Called Queen of the Night. Very bluesy sounding, hard rock-esque stuff from Maggie Bell. This came out in, what was it? 74, yeah, so it was about 73 when Stone the Crows disbanded, and then she went on to a solo career. And if you watch that documentary, she had a lot of talent around her after she left. She had, what the heck, Peter Grant, I believe, was Led Zeppelin's manager. Well, Peter Grant actually helped Maggie Bell with these solo stuff. He liked what he heard and encouraged her to do some solo stuff. He helped with the recording and getting these albums out. Of course, it has the classic original in her sleeve. And so Maggie Bell put out this critically acclaimed solo album. While it didn't sell a lot, it is a great recording from her. Good stuff. And then I picked up as well Suicide Sal from Maggie Bell. This came out in '75, and this is actually on Swan Song, so it tells you that Peter Grant helped her a lot with this. And of course, there were a few bands on the Swan Song label. Of course, we know Bad Company, Prism, Led Zeppelin, might be a couple others. I think Detective was on there. But so it's interesting to have these albums from Maggie Bell. And so I'm just happy that I picked these up. But I got one more, and it is a CD from from Stone the Crows I bought. It's only on CD. It is put out by Angel Air Records. This was put out in 2002. It's from Australia. But this is Stone the Crows live in Montreux in 1972. All live material has track listings are Friends, Penicillin Blues, which comes from the Groundhogs, Tony McPhee. It has Love 74, Danger Zone, and Hollis Brown. Five tracks. Again, I hate when these the inner spines break, or not the spines, but the holders. But so yeah, Stone the Crows live. These I picked up from Michael Podrebo, who is in the band Glacier. He has his own record store out in Oregon, and I do buy some stuff from him. And I picked up a bunch from him, 3 albums in fact. I picked up some Igniter, Haunted by Rock and Roll, first time on vinyl. True metal, Texas metal. Has members of Agony Column, The Offenders, Watchtower, and Witch's Mark. Originally, this band consisted of the original female-fronted singing. I'm trying to think of her name, can't think of it. But they are no longer in the band, and then there was the female bassist. But I picked up this Igniter, put out in 2017. Of course, it has a poster in here. What's playing is Overdrivers. She's on her period. Then it has the inner, the lyrics, the band. It is on a red-black splatter. Straightforward, classic 80s heavy metal. Some Igniter, Texas metal. And then I picked up let's see here, I'm kind of confused. think I got 4 from him. Anyway, picked up reissue of 80s band, Australian band Black Alice, Endangered Species. It's got a little dog ear damage here, which sucks. It's put out by Cathargo Record, limited to 300. Pure Steel Records also puts this out. Come out 2019, originally from 1984. Black Alice from Australia. The lyrics. And it has some more lyrics. A little info about the band. This did come from Michael as well. It's a double album set. I don't like the fact that it's just a single cover. If you're gonna put out a double album, make it a gatefold. Of course, black vinyl. But this is kind of a underground cult classic. Let's see here. I think there was something else. Well, nothing else, but yeah, that's kind of one of my pet peeves. Sometimes when you do a single cover and your albums are 180 gram thick, trying to put them in here, it kind of bulges out the cover, and that's where you get damage. Luckily, I buy these oversized 4mm sleeves from Vinyl Storage Solutions, which takes care of that problem. So anyway, some Black Alice with Endangered Species. Not a bad price. I think I paid $26 for this from Michael. Then I also picked up a band called Leather Witch. And this is the European edition cover. Put out on Steel Shark Records from 2020. 300 pressings. I got 134. Female fronted. Let's see. By Tanya Ospina is the vocalist. This is kind of a promo sheet here. And black vinyl. Your more traditional heavy metal here, all 80s style. So there you have Leather Witch. This is why I don't like the sticky on this part of the outers, because it sticks to your album. That's why I went to those vinyl storage sleeves. And the last one I got from him was let's see here, it is some Stygian Shore Ultra Psychic Nightmares. This came out originally in 1985, so it's more 80s infused heavy metal. It's on red with black splatter. If I'm not mistaken, though, I think Stygian Shore has a few albums out. I do believe they have released some recently, if I'm not mistaken. It has Greg Marshall, Mike Palmer, Pete Dawson, but the LP is dedicated to the memory of magic of Mark Shelton. So that kind of tells you. Stygian Shore. Again, another one of these. Well, this one has the sticky on the back, so I don't know. I used to be a good fan of these. You know, they were good initially when I started putting my albums in sleeves. Back in the early days, of course, back in the 70s and 60s, we had the plastic, heavy-duty plastic ones. Which that's all you had at the time, and they were good, but they fade. They get colored. But Stygian Shore. This is a band from originally from 1979. Again, this is a band I heard on Bill Peters' Metal on Metal show. He played what was it? Shoot on Sight. This band is originally from 1979. They are from the UK. And I've been seeing a lot of these online lately. People are buying these. The band is called Snatchback. And the EP is called Back in the Game. It has 6 tracks, or 7 tracks. 4 probably from the original 79 album. And then it has some bonus tracks from that they did from 79 and 80 that they remastered and did in 2016. But this is the band Snatchback, 70s hard rock. This is who they are inside. You can see that. That's a CD. Good stuff from the 70s. In addition, they put out some new stuff in 2019, but still has some of the 1970 songs that they wrote that are on this. And this one is called Ride Hard, Run Free from Snatchback. This has 8 tracks. Here's the inner gatefold. This is 180 gram vinyl, very heavy, black. Just some killer hard rock from this band. This is very good. This is very heavy from them. But anyway, it consists of Stide By It, John Cowley, Steve Platt. Of course, Steve Platt originally was the originator of the band, and Ian Wood. And it is dedicated to seekers of good times, dreamers, and life's adventures. May you never grow old. So anyway, some Snatchback. And there you go. Got a couple more here. First time on vinyl. I pre-ordered this about 3-4 months ago. Kept waiting and waiting and waiting, wondering where it is. It's put out by Inner Wound Recordings. It is limited to 200 copies worldwide. This is a trans orange and black marble vinyl edition. And I'm talking about Dream Evil Dragon Slayer. First time on vinyl ever. I think it was actually the first album by Dream Evil on vinyl ever. Love this band, of course. This is early Dream Evil. Of course, it features Gus G on guitars. If you don't know who Gus G is, you're living under a rock. To me, this is the classic Dream Evil lineup. It pisses me off. It's not really ripped there. It just has a little bit of damage there. I think Bev showed something like that on one of hers. But this is the classic lineup. Snowy Shaw on drums. I think it's, what is it? Trying to think of, let's see here. Frederick Nordstrom, of course, Nicholas Isfeld, Gus G, Snowy Shaw, and Peter Stallfors, of course. I prefer this era of Dream Evil. Of course, many of you follow my Metal Uprising show. One of my intros is from the Dream Evil, the Book of Heavy Metal track. Good stuff. And here's the vinyl. So if you didn't pre-order this, I don't think you're going to find this. You may find it, maybe Discogs, eBay, but it might be jacked up. So good luck. This band from 1980, I've seen this over on Rockadrome Records. I miss out every time this is posted. I finally found a place that has this. It's still sealed. Put out by High Rollers, actually. But I got it, I can't remember where I got it through. I think it was through eBay site. But anyway, it is Bratz. 1980 Bratz. Kind of has a punk edge with a hard rock feel, or it's kind of a hard rock album, but has a little bit of a little punky vocals mixed in with this. This album recorded at Metronome Studios in 1980. So originally, I'm trying to think here. If I'm not mistaken, let's see here. I'm not sure if the guitar players is Hank lead guitar and Denner lead guitar. It could be that these two went on to form what is it? Merciful Fate, I believe. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that's what it was. I'm trying to find out in here. But if I'm not mistaken, I believe that's the two guitar players went on to form Merciful Fate. It's kind of like, and they were in Bratz. It's kind of like guitar players for Iron Maiden. They were in a band. Can't think of it. Isn't that funny though? You do a video and you you know some of these albums, you know some of the artists, but you can't think of previous bands you were in. I mean, it's like your brain purposely goes blank when you do this. But anyway, this is what I got here, and this is a very good album, by the way. I do have a download of this, and I like what I hear. Rats from 80. Last one. Put out by High Roller Records. Somebody asked me, is this a new release from this band? Well, this band is working on some new material. Some first material they're probably going to put out in maybe 10 years, maybe. But this is some early recording from demo tapes. The band used to be a thrash band out of Germany. They put out 2 absolutely great thrash albums, and I'm talking about Angel Dust, and this one is Marching for Revenge. Of course, it has Frank Banks, Dirk Asmuth, Andreas Lorum, and Roman Kmeyer. Again, a lot of these, 3 of the tracks are rehearsals from '85. This is probably mostly when this stuff was produced and written. I'm sure it's all thrash. All recordings were taken from 30 years old compact cassettes straight from private archives of the band, so it's original from the band. Put out by High Roller, so I'm sure you can pick this up. Good stuff here. So guys, that is all I have for this release or this update. If you got any comments, leave them below. Don't forget to hit my like and subscribe button, and I'll leave you some links below, and see you next time on Mail Update. Take care, everybody.